The education sector this year has been tested to its limits. From ensuring the normal school calendar is reverted back to normalcy, to the interruption faced by 2022 general election, and more so to that organizing for 4 national exams for 2 cohorts, being the 2021 and 2022 candidates.
The issue of junior secondary.
However, as much as the ministry has been up and running to ensure it stays afloat, the CBC curricula is another puzzle.
At junior secondary,
many parents and some stakeholders are in the dark over the new structure of secondary education under the competency-based curriculum, especially the popular junior secondary education.
Mambo na junior secondary sijaelewa sana. Kitu ya kwanza, Ministry of Education ijatoa matokeo. Wanatuambia tungoje hadi January. Hatuelewi kwamba hii matokeo wakati itatoka January. Mzazi natakana saizi uko umejipanga, unajua January mtoto wangu natakana anahitaji vitabu fulani, anahitaji uniform, anahitaji ABCD ya kwenda kwa shule. But as of now, sijajua huyu mtoto atatumia nini, atavaa nini, ataenda wapi.
Bado hatujaelewa kabisa ama hatujaelewa ile ratiba serikali wametoa. Watoto watabaki kwa junior ama kwa zile primary shule za msingi ambazo walikuwa wakisomea ama watakana namna gani.
Despite the little know-how from parents on the operations of the curricula, an interim report by President William Ruto's working committee to review the CBC curricula that transversed in at least 37 counties made several recommendations on improving the CBC curricula that seemed a burden to many parents.
Mimi kwa maoni yangu nilikuwa naomba wapaki tu kwa hizo shule ndio next year hata kama Mungu atasaidia tutafute vile wataenda kwa secondary school baadaye. Lakini kwa sasa hizo wanafunzi wamechanganyikiwa, ni wangali wachanga, wajui wanaenda kufanya nini kwa secondary school.
Atakana kutumia kule shule ni serikali yenyewe inunue vitu peleke kule.
Alafu mzazi aje asomeshe yule mtoto bila gharama ambayo itakuwa inambana.
Part of the committee's recommendations greatly underscored junior secondary studies and ensuring consistency of the 2633 system. In the report, learners will stay in primary school for at least 9 years, which means from grade 1 to 6, and sit for an exam, different from an earlier proposal of a national assessment, then transition to junior secondary school for 3 years before transiting to the senior secondary school. At the junior level, the learners will be subjected to 14 subjects, out of which 12 are compulsory. They include English, Kiswahili, mathematics, integrated science, health education, pre-technical and pre-career, social studies, religious education, among others. The optional subjects are performing and visual arts, and as well computer science. The learners will take at least 45 lessons a week, with each lesson covering a 40 minutes duration. Despite the changes, a section of education stakeholders have turned out to be doubting Thomas's, citing pertinent issues that need to be addressed on the rollout of the junior secondary school system.
Hakuna walimu wa kufunza, wanaweza sema wacha tuondoe hili somo kwa sababu hakuna walimu wa kutosha. Na vile vile pia wanafunzi wanalalamika kwamba haya masomo ni mengi sana. Masomo 12, 12 subjects. Ukiongeza na masomo mengine mawili ambao mwanafunzi anafaa kuchagua, inakuwa ni 14 subjects. 14 subjects kwa mtoto ambaye umesikia wakitangaza hapo ya matokeo kwamba mtoto ana miaka 12, 12, 13 years anaingia junior secondary. Huyu ni mtoto mdogo hawezani na haya masomo ambao ni 14.
The dormitories are not sufficient for all of us. So you can imagine if the junior high school students are to come here right now, you can imagine the congestion in the dormitories and even the laboratories.
Hatuko tayari hasa kwa facilities, boarding facilities, classes, the workforce, the teachers, hawatatosha.
Meanwhile, with many questions still yet to be answered come January next year, schools reopen, the Teachers Service Commission, the Kenya Institute of Education, and the Ministry of Education are set to recruit over 30,000 teachers and identify teachers for grade 7 and train them before the end of January 2023.
To provide for this 100% transition, every primary school should have a secondary school. Even in the 844 system, That would be where we would actually be going. That's where we would be going. Because the reason why we have been having a secondary school, one secondary school for every so many primary schools, is because some numbers fell off.
With the changes set to fundamentally alter the structure and content that learners will be exposed to, and its effectiveness owing to the fact that learners will also be in primary school for 9 years, there are countries that have had success stories. Countries that were used for benchmarking where primary education ends at grade 6 include Canada, South Korea, Ghana, South Africa, Singapore, England, Malaysia, China, Finland, Rwanda, and Zanzibar. However, policies, resources, and implementation is what varies from country to country. Milia Kisienya, K24 TV.